Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, January 20th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I empower my vibration. And today is one of the biggest astro days because we have the Sun and Pluto joining together and then moving into Aquarius. This is not the final ingression of Pluto into Aquarius. There will be a retrograde that moves back into Capricorn in September, and for about 2.5 months there'll be one more little bout of Pluto in Capricorn, and then for the next 20 years Pluto will be reigning, residing, and experiencing Aquarius. So we've got a double whammy today. We've been talking about it all week. The exact conjunction happens at 5:46 a.m. The Sun will move into Aquarius at 6:07 a.m. and then Pluto, because it moves so much slower, you can see how much slower, won't move until 4:50 p.m. These are all Pacific time. But the fact that they're moving together, the Sun amplifies anything. Like, so when we have the Sun and Mercury together, it is a Mercury Cazimi. I guess today we're having a Plutonic colonic Cazimi. So this is big. Now, Pluto is such an interesting planet. I always say, because people are like, Pluto's not a planet. I'm like, if you've ever consciously gone through a Pluto transit, you know Pluto is a planet because Pluto makes you feel and deal with the stuff. Pluto makes us go into the depths. And of course, I have my Magic School Bus card today, the adventure card, which is like, hey, you've got to go in and through these shadow places, but there is also so much light for you as you do that. Pluto to me represents the transformation from the darkness to the light, the transformation into your empowerment. But in order to truly be empowered, you have to face the fears. You have to face those places that you feel puny and scared and dark. I know there's lots of ways you can, take the letters of fear and make it, some people say it's like forget everything and run, right? I say it's feel everything and rise. With Pluto in Aquarius, on a vibrational level, we've got to feel these things and still remember that we can rise in and of ourselves. This is part of the empowerment and the taking back of the authority that we've worked so hard on with Pluto in Capricorn. We find ourselves, stepping up to the next layer. Now, Aquarius is an interesting sign because I've heard some people say like, I don't even know what to say when it comes to Aquarius. And Aquarius can be hard words-wise because I do believe Aquarius's top energy, like the most important thing that it brings us, among many things, is the energy of vibration, which is actually beyond words. And this is before we go into the total esoteric layers of Pisces, right? So it is a time to empower our vibrations and learn to really tune into the vibrational nature of anything and everything that's around us. Everything has a vibrational signature, and we either match it or are repelled by it, or, there's different ways. There's some tingles, lots of different ways. This is a time to become aware of the vibrational energy and see where it can help you empower yourself and empower your decisions, empower your life. That being said, there's a good chance you're going to come up with some not as nice vibrational energies over this time because, like I said, Pluto makes us face the deeper dark stuff, but it is for healing. Now, Aquarius, like I said, has so many different layers to it. Aquarius is the humanitarian. Aquarius is where we come together in community, all together, right? Aquarius is technology and innovation. It's ruled by Saturn and Uranus has that electrical layer to it. Aquarius is very electrical. With Pluto in Aquarius, it's going to be so important to empower our nervous systems. And again, recognize vibrationally, does this herb support my nervous system? Does this rock support my nervous system? Does this earth support my nervous system? Does this person, feel akin to my nervous system? So we're tuning into that. I think with Pluto and Aquarius, it's going to get really interesting when it comes to things around our alien friends and around AI. Aquarius is the rebel with a cause. And so where are you called to empower your rebel? But also, can you see the shadow of your rebel? And I think staying in touch with your individual rebellious self is going to be important. Because Aquarius energy can be like, wow, I've never looked at it this way, but this is how it's coming through. Aquarius energy can also be like a cult. Like, this is my community, and we all do things this way. And as we know, we are all individuals. Again, Aquarius reminds us, like, to be the individual in the community, right? Like, yes, be yourself in this community. But sometimes the shadow of Aquarius is like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for one is good for all. And that's never the case. It's never the case. Whether we're talking about food or how somebody should live or whatever religion, no. There's a reason why there are many ways, many paths to follow. So recognize that, because I think that's going to be one of our big shadow issues that we're all going to be facing over the next 20 years is the rebel with the cause. And the cause being your individual self. So keep that in mind. What else is there that I wanted to talk about Aquarius? I mean, Aquarius, again, is so weird because, like, the word itself has aqua in it. So there's the water. A lot of people think Aquarius is a water sign. It's an air sign. But even though it's air, which is mental, it's super electrical, too. So many layers. So many layers. There's lots of noises happening outside. So many layers that we're moving through with these Aquarius layers. Feel everything and rise. Today may be one of those days. It may feel very challenging. I would encourage you to be very grounded in this energy, to stand in your empowerment, to recognize those things that trigger you, that feel like shadows, that don't feel empowering. Watch for your shadow. Watch where your wolf knocks things down. Watch for where your shadow is coming forth in this energy, because that's the biggest flex, is when you're like, there it is. I see her. Okay. Here's the healing path. Here's where I can empower myself, my situation, my energy. And that's part of that rebirth energy. I do want to caution everybody to watch the mental energies that come up with Pluto in Aquarius, and the Sun in Aquarius as well. The Moon will be also moving into Gemini at 5:58 a.m., which is setting us up for some really interesting energies this summer. Watch the mind fields, and watch what stories you're picking up and what they do to your body vibrationally, because I'm going to wrap this up here. Book a reading if you want to dig into what this is like for you. I may go do, got some people coming, daily cards. So go check that out. Come in quietly. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. Namaste.